everyone and welcome to the revision class of Python. So today I am going to explain about the looping statements. So basically, as we have already learned that there are two type of looping statements in Python. First one is the for loop, second is the while loop. Alright, for loop is also called as the entry control loop. Entry control loop. Why? Because the condition is checked at the starting of the looping statement only. Now we will look into the syntax of both for and while loop. I am going to show you both the loop working together so that it is easy to understand for you that how these statements work. Now let us make a column here. I'll write the syntax of both for loop and while loop. For loop, while loop, right? So in for loop, the syntax starts from, we will write here for and then the variable in sequence, and in bracket you have to write the particular number range from where the start value starts and the stop value, start, stop and step value. Then a colon sign, and then you have to write a set of statements which you want to execute after the for loop. Okay. Now in while loop, the value which is the start value, that is written here in the first line, initialization. So initialization will go on first. It means that whatever value will be the starting value, it will be written here. Then we will use the while loop statement and then the condition. Then there is a colon sign. After that there is the set of statement to be executed, and then there is the updation of the value. So you can see here that I have used the for loop for variable. Here we use a variable name. Variable name can be any variable name. In is the membership operator, and sequence we will use the range function here in sequence. Now here we have to write start, stop and step value. It means suppose I have to print the number from 1 to 10. So my start value will be 1, my stop value will be 10 here, and my step value will be 1. So by default it for loop increments the value by 1 only. But if you want it to be incremented by 2, 3, 4, so you can give the step value. But in case of the step value 1, if you will not give it, it will by default increment the value by 1. Now set of statements will be written here. Alright. Now whatever the start value is written here, when you go on jump to the while loop, you have to write that start value in a variable at first where is the initialization is done. Then in while we will write the condition, whatever condition is given here, that condition will be written. Statement can be the same in both the looping, and then the updation, here the updation is done here only, step value. By step value we are updating the for loop, but in while loop we have to write the updation after the statement. Alright, so this is how these two loops are different. Now let's understand it by one example. I am going to print a range of number from 1 to 10. So printing the range of numbers from 1 to 10 using for loop. In for loop actually it is very easy to do because very less line of codes we have to write in for loop for printing anything. Now I have to print a range of number from 1 to 10. 1 to 10 if I am printing, it means my start value will start from 1. My stop value is 10. But in for loop the upper limit is always excluded. So I will write my stop value to 11 so that I should get the value from 1 to 10. To get the value in the range 1 to 10, you have to increment the stop value by 1 because upper limit is always excluded in for loop. So once this 11 will be excluded, the range will be printed from 1 to 10. Now the step value is 1. Why? Because 1 to 10 we have to print. Nothing is defined that how much is the step value. So we will give the value, step value as 1, or we can leave it also as it is because by default the increment goes by 1 in for loop. Alright, by default increment by 1 in for loop. So this you have to remember. Now let us write the program. Very easy to write the program to print the range from 1 to 10. I'll write here for loop. I am taking a variable I, in membership operator, range function. My start value is 1, my stop value will be 11, and if you want you can write the one step value or you can leave it also. And then I'll give colon. Now I have to print the value from 1 to 10. So here when you execute the program for the first time, the control will go to the looping statement wherein you have written for I in range 1 to 11. It means first time the value of the I will be 1. So if I write here print I, it means that 1 will be printed. Now as the step value is by default incremented by 1, so second time when the control will go to the looping statement, the value of I will be incremented by 1 and then it will be 2. So again loop will go to the second line wherein it will get the print statement. It will print 2 here. Now again it will be incremented by 1, so value of I will be 3 and the print I statement will print 3. So on, continuing the loop, and then it will go till 10 and you will get the value from 1 to 10. When the value of I becomes 11, the loop will get false because the upper limit is excluded in for loop. Alright, so this is how you can print the range of numbers using for loop. Now suppose if I want to print the even numbers in for loop or maybe the odd numbers in for loop, how we can do? As we know that the even number is divisible by 2 and in odd number also makes the difference of 2. Suppose if 1 is an odd number, so the next odd number we will get by adding the value 2, 3, and then if I add 2 again, so I'll get another odd number which is 5. So what if I write the step value here 2, so I'll get the odd numbers between the range 1 to 10. Now let's see here how to print the odd number. Just you need to make a little bit difference here. For I in range 1 to 11, comma 2. So if I write like this, first time when the control will execute this set of statement, the value of I will be 1. So 1 will be printed with the print I statement. Again it will go to the loop. The value of I will be incremented by 2. So now the value of I is 3. So print with the help of print I statement, 3 will be printed. Then it will be executed by 2. It will be 5. Again it will be executed, incremented by 2. It will be 7. And then it will be 9. So like this, once it will be 11, so 11 will not be printed because 11 is the upper limit which will be excluded. Now the odd number between the range 1 to 10 is printed here, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So this is how students you can write a simple for loop program using this statement. Now if I want to print the same set of statements, suppose I want to print the same series 1 to 10 with the help of while loop, how I'll do it? Just a little bit of difference is there. In while loop we have to initialize the value first. So I am taking the variable I here and I am defining the value start value 1. Then I will write the while loop and I am writing here while I is less than equals to 10, then print I and increment the value of I by 1. So you can see here that writing the program to print the print series 1 to 10. Now I have initialized the value 1 to the variable I because the syntax of while loop starts from initialization expression. So I have initialized the value 1 to I. While I less than equals to 10, it means till the time value of I is less than equals to 10, you print the value of I. So first of all, when you will execute this program, the control will go to the first line. It will read I equal to 1. So it will be stored here, I equal to 1. while I less than equal to 10. So it means 1 is less than equal to 10. Condition goes true. So control will enter the loop. Now print I will be given there. So output will come 1. 1 will be printed. Now when control goes to the next line, it will increment the value of I by 1. It means now the value of I will become 2 and the condition will again get checked. 2 less than equals to 10. Condition true. Again print I. The value of I will be printed. Now again it will be incremented by 1. So 3 will be checked. 3 less than equals to 10. Condition true. Print I. 3 will be printed. So on it will keep on printing till 10. Because 10 is also less than equals to 10. Here the less than condition will get false but equal to condition will go true. So with the help of print I statement 10 will also be printed. Again the control will go to this line and increment the value of I to 11. Now both the condition will get false. When you write here like this 11 less than equal to 10, both the condition is false. So the loop will end and you will get the output that the range 1 to 10 will be printed. So this is how students the same program can be written with the help of while loop. For loop is easy to write the program because there is less line of code and all the things, the initialization, the updation, the condition check, everything is written inside one line of code, and here you have to define it separately. I hope you have understood now for and while loop, what is the difference, how you can write the same program with both the loops. So try to practice at home, write all the programs with the help of for and while loop both. If you have any problem, contact me. Till then, stay safe, stay happy. Thank you so much.